Nothing like cutting your lawn for the first time in the spring. Good evening and welcome to the show. My name is Christian Lockland, and yes, my cat is more famous than me currently at this stage of my life. On today's show for Good News Dauphin, City Councillor Kathy Bell-Mare stops by. She's going to talk about a bunch of things, including gardening. Yes, get fired up. It's that time of year. Get your seeds in the ground. Well, not yet. There's some rules there, and we'll talk to Kathy about those rules when it comes to planting your seeds. Al Gaines is back as well. He's going to tell you what you should be watching this week on TV. He's got a review from Crave TV. A local celebrity is going to have your weather forecast. Man, am I excited for this. And Male Cat's Deal of the Week and free ice cream from Coffee Creations. We'll get to the details on that momentarily. Yeah, that's right. I wasn't going to give away the code word this early in the video. You got to put in the effort and watch a little bit first before you can get it. All right, let's get to our top story. Our top story for the third straight week, well, you guessed it, all the essential workers in our community, in our province, and across the country. We can't thank you enough. Keep up the great work, and hopefully the light at the end of the tunnel is coming very, very soon. Well, as Bob Cole once said one winter night when the Vancouver Canucks were ripping the Toronto Maple Leafs, it was only a matter of time.
Back and forth into the side of the net again. Center, score! It was only a matter of time.
That's right, Bob. It was only a matter of time before we started talking about hockey on this show. So if you want to tune out now, go ahead. But I just wanted to send out my congratulations to two local Dauphin hockey players, Kyan Gruet and Carter Zalischuk. They were both drafted into the WHL earlier this week. They were both also protected by the hometown Dauphin Kings. Meanwhile, kids are starting to come out of their houses to play hockey again.
Yeah.
Is that plastic?
Yeah. It's from the vent.
Bardowski.
Those two do a better job at putting pucks into the dryer than my wife does with my socks. We bought a bunch of socks for this clip, so make sure you like the video. Thanks. Another week and another treat from the Dauphin Herald, this time a Terminator edition. Have a look. As you can see, Bob Gilroy is back, but at this time, I would like to challenge the Dauphin Herald to create a cartoon with Doug Zawina and his doppelganger, Dr. Robotnik from the Sonic the Hedgehog series. You got it, Dauphin Herald. I believe in you. Now let's check the weather with a local celebrity. Take it away, local celebrity.
Bertrand here for the weather report. Today's weather is 14 degrees Celsius with sun and cloud, but wind gusts up to 38 kilometers an hour with possible rain showers. And our screen came too early or what? Tomorrow is the same weather. I just hope I'm not outside.
Fun stuff. That is fun stuff. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Enter to win a special prize for a special lady for Mother's Day at all stores in the Dauphin Marketplace Mall. Some lucky lady will win a special day, starting with a chauffeur-driven limo, breakfast and lunch, dinner for two at the La Vérendrye restaurant, a night stay at the Roadway Inn, a dozen roses, and $250 in gift certificates to spend in the mall. Win a dream day for a special lady and make this Mother's Day one to remember for years to come from the Dauphin Marketplace Mall.
Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time.
When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know it can't stop, I wonder.
I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain?
That's local artists Kamryn and Levi Winters. They're currently in the 30-day challenge, the 30-day song challenge on Facebook. If you want to check them out, go ahead and do that. Just don't divert from this video until it's over. Then you can go and listen to them. We'll hear from them a little later on in the show. All right, time to get to our first guest, another city councillor. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Kathy Bell-Mare. How's it going?
Oh, it's going, I'll tell you.
I ask everyone that comes on at this point, what's a normal day look like for you at this point of, I guess, spring? We're almost in the summer now, hard to believe.
Yeah. Well, I decided I needed a plan just to sort of keep myself going, because some days it's just like, oh, I don't want to do a thing. It's just like forcing yourself. But my general plan is in the morning, I like to exercise. I like to get up and do something. So I do a couple of things. Like I bought a comfort bike from Blacks. So the neat thing about a comfort bike, it's not like a 10-speed where you're leaning over, like you're sitting up and riding. It's just super cool, So sometimes I go bike riding. On days when it's too cold to go outside, I work out inside. So Cam Toll, people in Dauphin would know Kamryn because he went to high school here. He just shared his pulse cardiac videos that he does with heart patients. And even though I haven't had heart issues, they're pretty challenging workouts, so I do some of those and or go for a run, whatever, So something in the morning before morning coffee, and I read a lot of news, and that's I like to stay informed, but sometimes it's just a little too much. In the afternoon, Regent and I have been going walking, so it's just nice to get out and about, and sometimes you run into people and chat or whatever. And in the evening, Netflix movies. So we're working our way through Netflix, so. And I guess in between that, I've been using the library resources. I love to read. I used to be an English teacher. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, but, I know that, yeah.
And so I put in a bunch of calls for books before all this happened. And then they send me text messages saying my books are in, but I can't get them because the library's closed.
Yeah.
So I don't know if people are aware of this, but we have really, really good resources through our local library. So all you need is a library card. And if you don't have a library card, you can phone them and they'll set you up for it. So 638-6410. And so you can go online and they have, I don't know, thousands of books. And you can read a few pages, check them out kind of thing. And it's all electronic. And I figured it out. I mean, I like to press buttons and, it wasn't hard. And then they also have Canopy, which you can get TV shows and kids books and documentaries and movies, and it's all free. So it's just a super way of a super resource for people in our community.
So you talked about like the bike riding and stuff like that. Any like other new hobbies maybe?
Well, besides petting my cat, you mean? I forgot that. Yeah, I have to pet my huge amounts of times every day.
Yeah.
I would say that I've been learning a lot about technology, and I'm thinking back when social media first came out, and I said to our children, like, how do you keep in contact with your friends?
Yeah.
And they're saying, well, this one uses, was MSN back then, this one, so lots of different ways. And what I'm realizing with this is that, some people are using Zoom, and some are using FaceTime, and some are using, I don't even know all the names, Teams, and so there's lots of learning for that. I got involved with the 2020 Summer Games, and they're using Slack, which is like an email program, but it's sort of like a closed group, so that you don't lose your emails in Never Neverland in email land. So I have a Slack lesson tomorrow via Zoom with Alicia. So and my friends and I usually used to go for coffee Saturday mornings, and we can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So I figured out how to invite them to these Zoom meetings, so And then I decided to get a paid subscription because we got booted off after 40 minutes. And so that got kind of complicated to get everybody back on. So bought a paid subscription, and it seemed to change some of the windows, technology, right? Yeah.
But you're learning. That's part of the hobby, right?
Yes, that's part of the hobby, driving me kicking and screaming, but I'm getting there. So, yeah.
So that part of it, you're inside. Let's talk about outside. The weather's getting warm now, so you must be like, I know you garden. I kind of garden. I said to you earlier, like a lot of people are probably going to be cutting their grass here in the next week because the temperatures are really changing. So what are you doing, I guess, to get outside right now from that aspect?
Well, I have been outside, kind of picking up stuff. We had that big snow in October, so a lot of stuff didn't get picked up, right? But my problem is that I get really excited that it's spring and I want to clean everything off, and then it's too early. Like, it's a little hard on plants. The other day I was picking up some leaves and there were some ladybugs hiding under there, and I thought, okay, just put the leaves back. It's only April. But, I'm out there picking up weed seeds and old stuff and just getting ready to go and planning what I'm going to do. I'm doing a lot of my gardening indoors right now. So for years, I used to start a lot of bedding plants inside. And the last couple of years, we've been going out to BC to see my father-in-law in April. And this year, we aren't doing that. And so I'm starting bedding plants again. So I've got a few things growing downstairs.
So what do you got?
Oh, well, here's my basil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I have tomatoes too that, if you can see the color on the leaves, they're actually variegated tomatoes. It's a heritage seed.
Yeah.
And they're getting a little leggy, so I'm going to transplant them again and put them in bigger pots. And when I was in BC one time, I saw a Brussels sprout plant. Never seen a Brussels sprout plant. And it was like December, and none of the Brussels sprouts had been picked. And I thought, really? Like, what a waste. Anyways, I became determined to grow Brussels sprouts, and they're kind of hard to grow. Yeah. So this is what they look like right now. Okay. And they only have 2 leaves on them. So once they get 4 leaves, I will transplant them. And then I'm ready to water the heck right out of them this summer, because I figure I can't go anywhere, right? So I'm going to be watering my garden. Last year was really dry, and that really stressed out the garden. I also read an article about victory gardens. So it was about things people did just that were sort of economical for gardening. So I have a piece of ginger here that I've put into a pot, and there's not much to show right now, but there are some green things starting to come out there. And I have usually, I feel like a garden show here, Christian.
Oh, it's good because it's that time of year, right? People are probably thinking what you're thinking.
This usually you have a hyacinth bulb in these kinds of vases, but I have a sweet potato, and it's starting to send roots down here. It seems really slow, and I'm wondering, I know sometimes that they'll spray things with certain chemicals so that they don't sprout while they're being transported in the grocery store. I'm not sure, but anyways, I'm hoping to get a sweet potato plant out of this. And then in terms of being economical, I had a friend tell me that if you have green onions, they still have the root on the bottom. If you put them in water, apparently you'll get some green tops. So I'm checking out to see if that's true. I also read that if you take lettuce leaves and put them in water, that they'll sprout. And I think that was a myth because they kind of curl up, and I braid them and whatever. That was a no-go.
Okay, so I guess now that you say it, like, we'll have to in a month or so, when people are starting to put their gardens in, because I think it's like May long, we'll have to have you back. But thanks for coming on. Thanks for talking. And I guess I'll probably see you on Monday or a Monday from now or something like that. But not in person. Like I said to Rodney, we'll be online doing it.
Okay, sounds very good, and great show, Christian. Wonderful idea, and I wish you every success with this.
Thanks, Kathy. See you later. That was a great interview, Kathy. Thanks very much for coming on the show. Really excited to be planting my garden here with the warm temperatures we've been having over the last week. We're definitely getting close to that. Hopefully close to a few other things, including outdoor activities like golf. But hopefully we can see that in the very near future. We're going to take another commercial break, and we'll be back with a treat for you in a moment.
wait for all my time, till forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow. I know it can't stop, I wonder.
Mother's Day sale is on now at Scott's in St. Rose. All Panasonic microwave ovens are at special discount prices. Get a Madame Benoit microwave cooking encyclopedia, retail value $110, free with every purchase of the Panasonic Genius. Other microwaves start as low as $249.95. Scott's has all sizes of microwaves from 0.4 to 1.4 cubic feet. Get Mom the luxury of a time-saving Panasonic microwave during the Mother's Day sale, on now at Scott's in St. Rose.
Madame Benoit, now there's a lady who will treat you right. Remember when microwaves used to be $250? Well, I don't, but that was a fun commercial. Well, it's not mail time, but we've got a special treat for you. Mail Cat is here, and he's got the code word for your free small Sunday at Coffee Creations. Let's bring in Mail Cat right now. What's he wearing today? Who knows? I didn't pick it out, but he's got the code word right here. Mail Cat, thanks for coming. And you're going to be back a little later on in the show to do the mail. So we'll let you go now. We'll let your caretaker take you away. Thanks for coming. Mail Cat has given us the code word. So this is how it's going to work. I'm not going to give you the code word just yet. This is how it's going to work, though. Between, basically, unless you're watching this later, 3 to 6 p.m. on April 26th. That's Sunday, so if you're watching this today, congratulations. You got a chance to get a free Sunday at Coffee Creations. You go down to Coffee Creations between now and 6 p.m. They close at 6. And you bring this code word, and they will give you a free small Sunday when you get there. And the code word is, Mail Cat struggled with his letters, but the code word is tuna. Take this code word to Coffee Creations and get yourself a free small Sunday. Again, that code word right here, tuna. You got until 6 o'clock, so go down to Coffee Creations. Thanks, Chris and Donna, for getting on the bandwagon. Great people, obviously doing something awesome for the community, giving you free ice cream on Sunday. It's a Sunday on Sunday. And, yeah, it's a great job. So thanks, Chris, Donna, and Coffee Creations for getting in on the action. And Mail Cat has already signed a deal for next week. We'll talk about that later. But he'll be back. But right now, Al Gaines is here. He's got his cup filled up on his couch. And it looks like he's got his blanket on as well. So that's a good sign. No nudity on this show, that's for sure. Al Gaines, take it away.
Oh, hey, Christian, how's it going? Just sitting here watching some TV shows for you, the people. By the way, I brought in a friend to help watch. This is Binge Buddy. You have Mail Cat. I had to do something. Anyways, today's review is on this great show. It started on Hulu down in the States, but it's on Crave here in Canada. It's called Difficult People. If you need a laugh, and I know a lot of you need laughs, this one is great. It stars Julia Klausner and Billy Eichner. You might know him from Billy on the Street. Both of them are comedians. Both of them are funny, and they created this great show. If you like Curb Your Enthusiasm, if you like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you'll like it. It's a tinge of Seinfeld to it, as well as the group between Julia and Billy kind of have that same sort of togetherness as George, Jerry, Kramer, and Elaine. So they're in New York. They're comedians who are struggling, and they're hating on everyone, including the people that make it, and because they want to make it as well. But it's only 28 episodes. They're about 22 to 25 minutes each. It only lasted 3 seasons, so you can binge watch the entire series and have a good laugh. So if you need a laugh or you just want to watch something that'll make you smile throughout the day, Difficult People on Crave, that's where it's at. That's it for me this week. Mail Cat, I'll be over there in just a little bit to pick you up for those delicious Sundays from Coffee Creations. Yeah! Thanks, Mail Cat. Back to you, Christian. Strong.
Thanks, Al. Looks like another great show I can look forward to binge watching this week. Oh, there's the theme song. You know what time it is. It's time for Mail Cat and his deal of the week. And here he comes right now, Male Cat. What have you got? You got the Parkland Shopper. Let's take it out. Can you sit nicely for everyone? Thank you. Okay, so we got our Safeway flyer. We have Walmart flyer this week. And we've also got our co-op flyer. The Parkland Shopper has disappeared, apparently. So, what is your deal this week, Male Cat? Tell everyone what it is. Oh, that's good. Hot dogs. Everyone likes that. I'm actually surprised that you picked hot dogs this week because it's got a bad word for you, and that's the word dog. But good choice, Male Cat. Thanks for coming. Thanks for giving everyone free ice cream on this Sunday. If you're watching right now, give a like for Male Cat. He brought you free ice cream. He's going to bring you more free stuff next week, so make sure you tune in next week as well. But we'll send Male Cat off to his provider, and there he goes. Thanks for coming, Male Cat. Your deal of the week, hot dogs at Dauphin Co-op. Check it out. Don't miss out. It's hot dog season. It's gardening season, and we're all excited to be a part of it. We'll let Kamryn and Levi Winters play us out one last time, and then we'll be back to wrap up the show.
I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain?
I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain
Coming down on a sunny day. Coming down on a sunny day.
I want to thank our guests before we leave you for the night. Kathy Bell-Mare, thanks for coming on and doing the interview. Really looking forward to getting my garden started in the next couple of weeks. But don't jump the gun. You don't want to have a little freeze come in late in spring and ruin that for you. Al Gaines for reviewing another sweet show on your TV. I hope you'll be watching this week. I know I will. Mathew Bertrand is back. What a time to be alive. He's now your weather anchor the rest of the way. Male Cat, thanks for bringing in the Parkland Shopper. And, of course, thanks very much to Chris and Donna Drysdale Coffee Creations for getting on the bandwagon. Free Sundays. If you missed the code word, well, go find it. You only have till 6 o'clock tonight, April 26th. That's a Sunday to get your free Sunday at Coffee Creations. And before we leave, one last time, make sure you're kind to one another in these times. We'll see you next week.